Hey guys, it's Carter. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are all having a fantastic day today. Now, I just saw a crazy article here on Business Insider I do want to show you relating to Trump Media. We are going to be breaking down what is going on with this company and answering that main question of should you invest into this. So I hope you guys all enjoy it. If you guys have any questions, by all means, ask down below. And if you guys want to learn more about investing and trading in the market, check out my school, code YouTube for 20% off. It's absolutely fantastic. We talk about how I find stocks, my scanners, my strategies, and pretty much how I've been a full-time swing trader for 6 years. So if you're interested, check it out. And right now, you guys can use code YouTube for 20% off, all caps. So check it out right now. But guys, let's jump into this here. So for those of you that pretty much don't know what's going on here, Trump Media here pretty much is the owner of Truth Social. For those of you that don't know what that is, this is the hybrid social media app, pretty much a combination in between a Facebook and Twitter, also, or X, however you want to call it here. Now, obviously, this is owned and operated by Trump Media. And the thing about this here, in my opinion, I'm not going to be political at all in today's video, so I'm not going to do that. And if you want that, I'm sorry, but I'm not, right? This is just going to be pure business on should you invest by looking at fundamentals. So revenue, cash on hand, earnings report, all the stuff like all the nerds like myself care about. So I want to show you this article here by Business Insider here. So one of the things here with Trump Media here is they are unprofitable. As of right now, they did lose some money, which in the grand scheme of things, companies aren't profitable actually quite often, right? If you look at Snapchat or even Tesla or a variety of other large growth companies, it does take a while for them to become profitable because they're constantly investing back into the company here. But looking at this here, Trump Media lost $327 million last quarter. So in a single quarter, they lost $327 million. It's still valued more than $6 billion, which, yes, a lot of valuations, in my opinion, don't really mean that much just because it's almost like a future prediction, right? If things keep going the way they're supposed to, the company's going to be worth $6 billion. So let's look at the key points here. So Trump Media and Technology Group lost $327 million in the first quarter per an earnings report. So earnings reports, when the company comes out, they do it every quarter, so 4 times a year. They come out and they say, hey, this is how much money we made or lost. And in this case, how much money we lost. So the Monday filing revealed that TMTG earned a revenue of $770,000 in the first 3 months of the year. So for those of you that don't know, this is not a lot of revenue. In the grand scheme of things, especially if you're comparing this to like Facebook, Instagram, or other social media sites, even like Twitter or X, which is a privately run company right now, this is not that much money. Another thing here that's important here is the current market cap is $6 billion. So just by looking at this, do you think a company that brings in $770,000 in 3 months of the year is worth $6 billion? In my opinion, no. Just pure market cap here. So the apparent company of Truth Social is obviously President Donald Trump's social media company, and they lost a decent amount of money here. The company went public via SPAC at the end of March after it merged with the NASDAQ listing DWAC, Digital World Acquisition, and the bulk of its first quarter losses, $311 million, were related to the merger. So fees, stuff like that to get this thing public. And so when you think of that, I highly doubt next quarter they're going to be $311 million, loss. I do think a majority of this, like it said, was because of that merger, because it's expensive to merge a company, right? There's fees, there's a whole bunch of stuff that I'm not even really mentioning, but that's expensive. That's expensive here. So now that we understand that, as we look at this chart here, this is pretty much Trump Media and Technology's, chart. You guys can see where they went public here, or where they merged. The stock went from $16 all the way up to about $60 in the matter of about a week. sold off and consolidated, then rallied up to about $80, and then lately hasn't really been doing much. So as of right now, one of the indicators that I use to determine if a stock is undervalued is the RSI line. The RSI stands for the Relative Strength Index. It pretty much tracks momentum. And looking at it here right now, it's trading for about a 44. The last time it was trading for a 44 was right in here, where we did get some buying pressure, as well as in here where we got some buying pressure. Looking back, there was a move in here, a little bit in here, some in here. So this really could be a somewhat, I don't want to call it undervalued, just because if you look at the share price, it's $45. So it's not undervalued and it's not overvalued. It's kind of in this middle ground. Now, looking at, some analyst price targets, they don't even have them on here. So the thing that I do think is important is to understand like the growth perspective of this. Now, do you think Trump Media is going to be a huge competitor with social media sites? In my opinion, I think they carry some potential for free speech and stuff like that. But in the grand scheme of things, I think that it's a 50-50 chance. A lot of people are investing into this company for the hopes of President Donald Trump winning the election. And then if this stock, when he does win, this thing's going to squeeze up. Obviously, it's going to get pumped up, and that's where you're going to make some money. Now, the issue is if he doesn't win, then this thing could easily fall down. So it's a growth stock, right? There's really a bunch of risk behind it. It's a fun stock to invest in. And if you're looking to invest, I think a good solid strategy would be to dollar cost average it, because dollar cost averaging is a great way to invest into growth stocks and stocks with just a little more volatility, because you're investing consistently rather than just a bunch of money all up front. So if Trump Media sells off a little bit, now your average cost is lower. So once they recover, you make a lot more money. And guys, this is growth. The best approach I would have of investing into this is if you invest into this, just picture your money gone. Just hold it. Don't try to get in and out. Just hold it or dollar cost average it. That's the best approaches. So guys, I hope you guys all enjoyed this. If you guys have any questions, by all means, ask down below. But we'll see you guys later. Like, subscribe, and I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and take care.